Yo guys, welcome to this, I'd say semi-quick stream really. And this is basically going to be some live commentary over my second NFR Championship race that I did with Gum Garage. It's a racing kind of organisation that I am a full member of. And I think at the time I did this race, this was my first race being a rookie member, but now I am a full member, and I actually have a 2-hour endurance race on Friday with the organisation, and it's going to be my full race with the organisation, and looking forward to it. I've been putting in a lot of practice for that. So I thought today, because my streaming software cut off while I was doing this race, or before we got into the first race for that matter, I managed to save the replay for the second race, and I'm going to do some live commentary and just react to that today. And this is mainly just going to be a test of testing out all the different settings on my software. So first thing I should note before we get started, it was a internet issue that caused the stream to crash. It wasn't my streaming software. The internet just cut out, which meant that I disconnected from the server, and then I got back in when the race was on like lap 3. So I finished last place, but as you will see from the replay in a minute, I was actually second on the grid because it was reverse grid for the second race. So the first race I finished last. I don't unfortunately have that replay, and then it was a reverse grid. And I think someone left, then rejoined to try and get the pole position for the next race. So I don't know what's happened there. Yeah, let's do some live commentary of my race, of this second race. So here we are, all lining up on the grid. There you can see I'm in the rookie. You can see everyone else revving their engines. Hopefully the sound and everything is okay. Okay, and as we go to the lights out, and there we go. A little delay, but that's because of the replay. It wasn't anything to do with me. But as you can see, we're all underway. See there, going down the inside. As I had the inside line, I went up into first place. Not for long. You can see Papa is trying to gain on me. And Papa took first by diving down the inside, which is a fair move, and then I just slightly tapped him there. Just a normal racing incident on the first lap, I feel. I mean, Papa couldn't really have done, from what I saw, he couldn't have done anything more. Probably I could have backed out, so maybe more of my fault. But as you can see, more cars going off at the back, more carnage. I've dropped down to 4th after that incident with Papa. I did say sorry in the chat, as I did feel that it was my fault at the time of the incident, and still to this day I do think it was. Going through the right-hander. Getting a little bit of oversteer, but that actually helped me against NFR Nanex, who I passed, but then he got me through to the hairpin. And I just started back into... Well, actually overtook him again, but I think then Nanex dived down the inside, or tried to, as I went into the right-hander there, hopping over the curb, as that somehow gets you better traction for the right-hander there. Now third, trying to keep it close on the inside there, trying to get the best possible time in line. Making sure no one tries to, you know, think about an overtake. Beautiful shot here. All the cars going through the different corners. I love the replay mode. You can see there, gaining a little bit on Papa. Didn't think about going down the inside just yet though. I don't think I ever did. I've got close to him though. Just tried to not do a repeat of what happened on that one. As you can see, Cyanic nearly dived down the inside and passed me, but I managed to cut across and not let him get through. Obviously being clean, not, you know, forcing him off the track or anything, but as you can see, Cyan is just too quick, and I just thought, right, I'm just gonna have to give this position. He did push me off slightly, but that's racing, I guess. The fair play to him. I try and dive down the inside, a little bit of contact, and just barely get past him, but then Cyan has the traction and just gets past me, and I think Nanex takes me here as well. Yeah, as I just thought, no. Again, more contact, but I don't know. It is racing after all, but I try and avoid as much contact as I can, but sometimes my wheel just lets me down. I was nearly 3 wide into that. Actually re-overtook Nanex and in 4th position, but then Bezo and Nanex just, you know, are so quick down the straight, and Bezo just overtook me, and I think Nanex overtakes me on this lap as well at some point. I tried to go on the outside because I thought I could possibly get past Bezo, but that didn't work out. This was a 20-minute race as well, so which was about 14 laps. Currently in 5th. Oh, I didn't see that when I was racing. Mad Kadam, if that's how you pronounce your name, making contact. Did not see that when I was racing. Someone went off in the back as well. I've got to say, I loved this race. It was so good. There was loads of action. And that's kind of pumped me up for Friday's race as well. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, Cyan went off as well. So I kind of overtook him to get 4th, but throughout the race he came back. Macadam gets past as well. Went down the inside. And that leaves me in 5th. He gets promoted up to 4th. Oh, it was a scary moment for me there, going on 2 wheels. Taking some of the curves, that actually helps you a little bit with traction. The road kind of camera view. Truly capturing the speed of these cars. I did a 1:56, which was a personal best lap time. Going through the right-hander. And I thought at this point, probably I did actually have better traction than the others, but I wasn't too sure. You may think I'm cutting a bit of the corners, and I know, but as I've been practicing, everyone was kind of, you know, exceeding track limits a little bit, and there weren't any penalties involved. I didn't even get like a warning or anything, like no penalties or anything, so I thought it was just any rules go, and I think everyone was kind of taking that to their advantage, cutting a few corners where they can. Obviously keeping within, you know, rights, like here, cutting a bit of the corner. Not that second bit of the chicane. The first part, surely everyone was kind of cutting that just to try and gain a few extra tenths. I felt like I kind of had a later braking zone than everyone else, and that kind of made up time, but then I kind of realised going through the corner I'm going a bit too slow, and tried to put on the power early, and as a result I don't get a pretty good exit. See, Cyan is closing up to me like super quick now, and I think he overtakes me on the straight. Goes around the outside. I tap the barrier. Did did not mean to do that. The Cyan does indeed get past on the straight. And I just try to, you know, not think about the contact too much, or the damage for that matter, and just keep driving as normal. Daft now closing up to me. I misjudged my braking point for that second turn and messed me up, and Daft did indeed overtake me. And the person behind me is the manager of Gum Garage, so at this point I was kind of scared. Because if I made one wrong move, Tom might have said, "You're not a rookie anymore, you're not even a member of Gum Garage," but surprisingly I am actually a member. Luckily though, I don't think I made too many mistakes, and I think Tom is happy for me to race, as he kind of gave me the Gum rank. Yeah, Tom did actually come to me at the end of the race on the Discord, basically saying what happened in the first race, and I was just telling him our connection, internet issues thing. Internet just kinked out and don't know what happened. And it was really hot on this day, so we may have had like a mini power cut or something. Could have been any one of those. As you can see, super close to the apex there. I don't even know if there is an apex on that corner, as there really isn't. Just like a banked curve, as like from what I see. I don't really call it a corner, I just think it's more part of the road. You don't really need to let off at the corner. Yeah, I was sticking tight to the inside there. I think at this point the damage was kind of affecting the balance a little bit. So I think a bit of getting a bit of understeer going through the right hand corners. Even though the damage is like very minor, it did, I feel, I could feel a few handling issues that weren't particularly great to have. As we approach the nearly the halfway mark of this race, I'm sat in P7 from P2, so I've been demoted down 5 places. But I didn't put as much practice into this track as I should have. But as I said, the 2-hour endurance race on Friday, I've been putting in a lot of practice. I've probably done like 5 lap races once a day at least for probably the past 2 weeks and a bit, possibly. So yeah, very prepared. I've sent some of my replays to the manager as well, and he says, well, if you manage your tyres and be that consistent in the race, you may be a contender. Yeah, looking forward to that one. But enough about that, let's get back onto this race. You can see Tom is slowly gaining on me. I did have a pretty good setup that I felt okay on. Just love hearing the roar engine power of these cars. So nice. Yeah, cutting the corner a little bit there, as I said, but everyone does it. They try and gain as many tenths as they can. And that was a massive mistake by me. Misjudged it. I made sure that I wasn't joining the track. Joining the track too dangerously there. You can see Tom trying to go down the inside. Side by side. Someone has to let off, but who's it going to be? Okay, I think Tom possibly held off. I was not giving up my line for him. Even though he is the manager, no prisoners are going to be taken. Even though at that point I was just scared. And then Tom goes down the inside, and I think is it Derinus? Derinus, whatever. Yeah, Derinus kind of goes down the outside as well. At this point, yeah, did not know what to do there. It's like I had a car there, and then there's me, and I just didn't know what to do at that stage. Yeah, I do apologise to everyone who, yeah, I made contact with, because that was definitely, I think, my fault. But it's racing, these things happen, unfortunately. And I think Tom kind of agreed with me on that. It's racing, don't worry about it. Yeah, now down in P11, so it wasn't a good result, but I did enjoy the race nonetheless. There was so much action. And now it's me and Coco, and this is a lovely picture there. Just look at that, the two Gum Garage rookies racing. Someone actually took a screenshot of that, and man, it is a great photo. I love it. I'm guessing Tom, Daff and Papa were doing a bit of racing up there, which caused them to do the smiley faces. You see me and Coco still racing each other. Coco was also a rookie in this race and is now a full member of Gum, so me and him will be making our Gum debuts, if you like, on Friday. And I think Coco is signed up, so, to the race. Coco does have some damage though on his right, and on his front right. More than me, but Coco still had some relatively good pace. But I think Coco did put in loads more practice than I did. The thing is that, like, I know what I can race. It's just the thing is I don't put like the practice in. Look at that again. Another good picture. And then I come back at him. Go down the inside. Got right up to his rear wing there. Or not rear wing, it's not F1. To the rear of his bumper. Nearly side by side through the corner. But he just has some good speed and yeah, dive down the inside, and that was a terrible move. I kind of waited for Coco to go through, and then I knew I was kind of safe for a few seconds until the next car. So after I saw Coco go past, I just blasted it in the sand and just got on the track. Someone went wide there in the background. Now down in P12, unfortunately. Lost 10 places. But I'm going to say it time and time again. I didn't put in the hours I should have in order to practice. About 5 laps remaining. And at this point I was kind of just like focused in not making any more mistakes. I was just kind of thinking, okay, right, I'm not going to be able to get a win here, but I'm going to try and not lose any more positions. I'm just going to try fast, consistent, keep it on the road, don't go for anything stupid, really. As you see, you just let off there just so I don't smack into the wall. And just keep it on the road. See me blasting through the different corners. It looks fast on the replay. When I was in the car I was thinking this is a bit slow, but now I look at the replay I'm just like, was it really that quick? Through the slow corners, it's the thing, like, it's like an optical illusion. When you're in the car it doesn't really feel like you're going that quick, but then when you watch the replay camera you do realise you're going quick. But then when I'm in the car going through a slow corner, I feel like I'm going like super fast. But then I look on the replay and it's actually the speed that I thought that I am, well, my brain tells me what I should be going, if that makes sense. Like, say if a corner should be 30 mile an hour, when I go through that corner I feel like I'm going 60. But then when I watch the replay it does actually look like I'm going 30. It's weird. As you can see, I was just trying to be quick and consistent, making sure I don't lose any more places. Because I've already lost 10 places. I'm surprised that Tom even wanted to, you know, give me the title of Gum, losing 10 places in a race. Because it was a reverse grid. Oh, and then Nanex there had major damage there. I don't know what happened to him. But yeah, I just breezed past him and I just said thanks to him for, you know, not getting him away. I thought he just kind of like respected. Yeah, I've got damage. I'll just let you go. Even though he hasn't peeled off into the pits, which I thought he would have done. He probably thought I'd probably lose more time repairing my car than if I just drove for these last 3 laps or whatever. So, lost 9 places then. But that was pure luck that Nanex had damage there. I'm trying to think what else happened. Eating major cut there. If that was on something like F1, you would have got a penalty there, no doubt. I'm trying to think if there were any more incidents in this race, and I don't think there is, if I'm being honest. There's another car that's gone wide, and I think that's Nanex as well that went onto the grass. Yeah, I think Nanex resets. He now has a drive-through penalty. I think he did serve that on this lap. I cannot remember. At this point I'm just kind of like guessing. I mean, I guess he might serve it on this lap, but I'm not too sure. I wasn't really paying attention to the radar during the race. I was more paying attention and keeping it on the road, making sure I spot all my braking points and just, you know, trying not to lose any more places, even though NFR Heckat is closing up on me, who looks quick. And as you can see, he's gained so much time on me. But I don't think he got really in an overtaking chance before the end of the race. Into the final 3 laps. Including this one. Made a bit of a mistake there, but I think Heckat made the same mistake as well. I'm really sorry if this is not the right name pronunciations, but I'm saying them as how I would say them as an Englishman, because most of these are people from France, as the Gum Garage is based in France, meaning that whenever Nanex completed his drive-through penalty, so he did come in at the end of the last lap. Yeah, it just means whenever something posted on the Discord. There's me on Google Translate translating it. Even though there is an English area, Tom doesn't always put all the notifications or the chats that he's put on the French kind of chat in the English chat, which I can respect, because obviously sometimes they are like super long messages. Trying to translate all of that to English can be a pain. There's loads of other people post in the French chat as well. so I just prefer to use Google Translate. But as you can see, Hecate actually gets a good exit and does overtake me. I was actually just trying to think if Nikita actually did overtake me, but I think I guessed wrong. He did. I think P12 was probably my final position then. I try and go for the overtake though, which I do complete. But that was only because of the slipstream, so Hecate might come back at me. We'll see. Yeah, and I just went so off there. And go down 2 places. And that's me. Super down the field. So I started from 2nd and I'm now in 13th. Lost 11 positions. Looking back on this, I just know that I was not prepared enough. I probably did like 5 races on this track as practice, both in multiplayer and single player, because the server is still open to practice, and I probably did like 5 races and probably a few, you know, just laps in practice. And I was not prepared. I kind of knew the track layout and know my braking points, but I don't think I maximized my potential as much as I could. But this upcoming Friday, I've done a lot of practice and I kind of know the edge of the track. Just trying to keep it on the track is the case on Friday, which I will be streaming here on the channel. So tune into that. Starting at 8:15 PM, the race, my time. It'll be 9:15 CET, French time. I'll be starting the stream at probably about 7:45, just so I make sure that the stream's up and running. And there's warm-up basically from, well, any time between now and the race start. They say warm up 9 till 9:15, which for my time is 8 till 8:15. But I just think it's just warm up whenever you want, I guess. But anyway, back to this race, final lap. And at this point, I was just thinking, yeah, no chance I'm going to get better or worse as long as I keep it on the track. So Bezo won the race, so GG Bezo. Great race. Actually 25 minutes, so he could have probably done with a few laps less on this race, but it was good nonetheless. Macadam finished 3rd, Alberto finished 2nd, Bionic finished 5th, System finished 5th, Cyan finished 4th, System finished 5th, Daff finished 6th, and Dorinus 7th. As we wait for the people at the back to finish, Coco finished 8th with Tom very shortly behind him. Papa finished 10th. The last of the points paying positions if this was an F1 race. Pitch finished 11th and Hecate finished 12th. And coming through to take 13th place is your boy Mr. Fetch. So, as I said, it was a good race. I loved it. So much action. But, yeah, I just knew I was out of practice. And then, I don't know what we were doing here, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah. Barjo came and took 14th. And, Nanex finished 15th. until I was just, you know, turning round. There was the race winner Bezo, so great race Bezo. Well done for winning. And thank you everyone for watching this stream. I hope you did enjoy this performance of me racing. I was going to do it more as a video, but then I thought might as well be better to do it as a stream. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy it. Leave a like if you did, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next stream, which will possibly be on Friday, or the next video actually. So yeah, I'll see you then. Until then, take care and peace out.